Hi, I'm Don from DonDronesOn. Well, I've had Starlink for 3 months now, so let me share my experiences and perspective with you. First of all, if you haven't already watched my Starlink installation and Starlink networking videos, please check them out. There's links somewhere up there and in the description below. So, a quick recap on my situation. My cottage is located on a long point of land in the middle of a lake in eastern Ontario, Canada. Latitude 44.5 north. I have a landline DSL connection, which is 6 kilometers from the Nokia 7330 box where my internet loop originates, including a 500-meter stretch under the lake. So I'm essentially past the limit at which I really should get a landline internet connection. Surprisingly, I actually get a pretty good and reliable connection, knock wood, although only 2.4 megabits down and 0.4 megabits up. I installed my Starlink dish in March of this year at a location on my home that's nearly clear of obstructions. There's trees all over the place. Here's a view from the app. Pretty good. Not 100% clear, but not too bad. I have 3 main uses for internet besides email and stuff like that. First is streaming YouTube and Netflix. For streaming, Starlink is fantastic. The screen resolution is better, there's no stuttering, no loading delays, everything is great. My second case is uploading YouTube videos. I put up 1 or 2 videos per week, each around, about a gigabit in size. The DSL line was hopeless, so I frequently used a hotspot on my phone. Now, with Starlink, it's blindingly fast, so a big thumbs up on that. The third use case, however, is a killer. I've worked from home or cottage for about 10 years now, so this pandemic work from home stuff was really old hat for me. About half of my usual day involves online audio calls using Microsoft Teams. I work in a big company, and for the most part, the novelty of video calls ran out years ago. Sure, every once in a while we turn our cameras on just to see another human face, but most of my calls are just audio with lots of screen sharing. The issue is that with Starlink, I'm experiencing dropouts. I'll completely lose my connection for anywhere from 1 to 10 seconds. In March and April of this year, this would happen 10 to 15 times per hour. Here's a simulation, just in case you're not sure what this would look like. Here's what the impact would be. And I'm back. Hey, sorry guys, would you mind repeating? Starlink put out an update at some point in April that was supposed to more quickly change satellites in the event of any sort of obstruction, and it has definitely improved. I tracked the outage time each day for a week and found the average was 14 minutes per day, which is about a minute an hour. But they must be doing most of the maintenance outages during the night because 1 minute per hour would be highly intrusive. The better metric of outages is the number of dropouts per hour. I went a bit mental one afternoon and did a screenshot of the statistics screen every 15 minutes. That screen shows a span of 15 minutes at a time, so that worked out well. So here are the screenshots with the number of outages, which are the dropout spikes on the top line in each of the 15-minute intervals. Lots of times with no outages, but plenty of times with 2 outages every 15-minute interval. The average that afternoon was 3 outages per hour, each a few seconds long. I would say that now I typically see 4 or 5 dropouts per hour. I can now confidently hold my lower priority calls, say one-on-ones with teammates using Starlink, but I cannot afford to be dropping out when I'm presenting at a quarterly business review or reviewing staffing with my boss. No way. For these, I switch back to my slower landline connection. But since no one else in the house is using it, it's actually surprisingly tolerable, and it doesn't drop out. I just wish I wasn't paying for that second internet connection. Will this get better? I'm sure it will, as the satellite constellation becomes more complete and they fine-tune the software to switch faster. I would never just go back to my Bell line. That's a definite for sure. Thanks for watching. Please check out my other videos on Starlink. Give me a thumbs up down below and drop me a comment. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel and ring that bell for notifications. Thanks again.